Got to lose, 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 got to lose.
Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have Seikoku no Dragonar. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in April of 2014, having 12 episodes, and the genres are comedy, ecchi, fantasy, and school. In this anime, learning to ride and tame dragons comes easy to most students at Ansaravan Dragonar Academy, except for this first year student named Ash Blake, who's known by his fellow classmates as the #1 problem child. Poor Ash is the laughingstock of the school because, despite his unfashionably large star-shaped brand that marks him as future Dragon Master, he has nothing to show for it. His dragon has never appeared. Until now, that is. One fateful day, Ash's dragon awakes in full glory, but appears different than any other dragon seen before, in the form of a beautiful lady. What's worse, Ash soon discovers that his new dragon has attitude to spare. Coming in at number 9 on the list, we have Trinity Blood. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in April of 2005, having 24 episodes, and the genres are action, supernatural, and vampire. The background is in the distant future. After the destruction brought about by Armageddon, the war between vampires and humans continues to persist. In order to protect the humans from the vampires, the Vatican has to rely on other allies to counter the situation. The protagonist, Abel Nightroad, is a traveling priest from the Vatican and a Kruznik, a vampire that drinks the blood of other vampires. He is a member of the Axe, a special operations group led by Cardinal Katharina Sforza. He encounters a young girl called Esther, who decides to go with him to Rome and train at the Vatican. Soon after he meets her, the Order of Rosencreuz, led by Abel's twin Cain, tries to continue the war so they can rule the world. It's up to Abel and the Axe to try and stop. Coming in at number 8 on the list, we have Jushin Enbu Hero Tales. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2007, having 26 episodes, and the genres are action, fantasy, and shonen. In this anime, for citizens of the Qin Empire, justice is a myth. Lord Kiro, the deranged shogun of the Imperial Army, blazes a trail of terror across the countryside in search of the sacred sword that will make him a god. Standing in his way is Taito, an omnipotent star reborn in human form, a young hero who vows to use his celestial strength to avenge those slaughtered by the villainous shogun. Taito's mystical powers steer him towards a violent showdown with Kiro, and if used recklessly, his newfound abilities could shred the very fabric of his being. To master the art of control and become a heroic martial artist, Taito must seek the guidance of others just like him. Coming in at number 7 on the list, we have World Trigger. This anime has only been subbed. It premiered in October of 2014, having 73 episodes, and the genres are action, science fiction, supernatural, school, and shonen. In this anime, when a gate to another world suddenly opens on Earth, Mikado City is invaded by strange creatures known as neighbors, malicious beings imprevious to traditional weaponry. In response to their arrival, an organization called Border Defense Agency has been established to combat the neighbors' menace through special weapons called triggers. Even though several years have passed after the gate first opened, neighbors are still a threat and members of the border remain on guard to ensure the safety of the planet. Despite this delicate situation, members in training, such as Asamu Mikumo, are not permitted to use their triggers outside of headquarters. But when the mysterious new student in class is dragged into a forbidden area by bullies, they are attacked by neighbors, and Osamu has no choice but to do what he believes is right. Much to his surprise, however, the transfer student Yuma Kuga makes short work of the aliens, revealing that he is a humanoid neighbor in disguise. Coming in at number 6 on the list, we have Buso Renkin. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2006, having 26 episodes, and the genres are action, fantasy, supernatural, comedy, school, and shonen. In this anime, the story begins when a high school student, Kazuki Muto, was killed one night, saving a mysterious girl from a monster, only to wake up in his school dorm, believing it to have been a dream. However, he soon finds out that wasn't a dream at all, when a giant serpentine monster attacks him and his sister, Tokito Sumura. the girl he saved, explains that the monster is a homunculus. Kazuki had been attacked and killed by it when he was rescuing her. However, she, feeling responsible for him, revived him by placing a Kakugane medallion in his chest, serving as a replacement heart. The Kakugane, as Tokito explains, is an alchemic device that, when activated, takes a certain form based on the Kakugane's user, forming a unique Buso Rinkin. Buso Rinkin is the only thing that can destroy the homunculus monster. Using this, Kazuki creates his own Buso Rinkin, the Sunlight Heart, a huge lance, along with Kokito and her Buso Rinkin. Coming in at number 5 on the list, we have K Project. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2015, having 13 episodes, and the genres are action, superpower, and supernatural. In this anime, tensions are running high among the clans as the Green King begins making moves that threaten to drive the world into pandemonium. Following the death of the Gold King, the safety of the Dresden Slate, the source of power of the king, is under threat. Nagari Hisoi, the sly and mysterious leader of the Green Clan jungle, is determined to procure the powerful slate by any means possible. Standing directly in his way, Septra 4, the Blue Clan headed by their unyielding king, Ressa Munakata. However, the grim sight of his crumbling sword of Damocles leaves the stability of his clan and all of Japan in jeopardy. Meanwhile, still recovering their tragic losses, Anna Kushina and her aggressive clan, Homura, find themselves caught up in the Green King's games. Amidst the chaos, Kuro Yatagami and Nico are left vulnerable, while their beloved friend Yashiro Asana, the Silver King, remains missing. Coming in at number 4 on the list, we have Punchline. This anime has only been subbed. It premiered in April of 2015, having 12 episodes, and the genres are comedy, ecchi, science fiction, superpower, and supernatural. In this anime, after escaping a bus hijacking with the help of masked superhero Strange Juice, Yuta Iradatsu finds his soul separated from his body, and in the care of a perverse cat spirit, Chiranosuke. As a spirit, Yuta wanders around his residence, the Korai house, aiming to regain his body and observe the other residents. Mika Daihatsu, a genius inventor, Mikatan Narajino, a cheerful idol, and Ito Hikotani, a shut-in NEET, and Raburo Chichibu, a spiritual medium. After catching a glimpse of Narajino's undergarments, Chiranosuke reveals to Yuta that he becomes exponentially stronger upon seeing panties. However, if he sees another pair while he's still a spirit, his power will cause an asteroid to crash into Earth, ending the world and killing his friends. Its punchline follows Yuta as he unravels the mysteries surrounding Korai House, its residents, and a villainous organization attempting to end the world. Will Yuta be able to save everyone, or will the ever-present threat of panties result in their doom? Coming in at number 3 on the list, we have Trigun. This anime has been dubbed, and it premiered in April of 1998, having 26 episodes, and the genres are action, science fiction, adventure, comedy, drama, and shonen. In this anime, Vash the Stampede is the man with a $60 billion bounty on his head. The reason? He's a merciless villain who lays waste to all those that oppose him and flattens entire cities for fun, garnering him the title, the Humanoid Typhoon. He leaves a trail of death and destruction wherever he goes, and anyone can count themselves dead if they so much make eye contact, or so the rumors say. In actuality, Vash is a huge softie who claims to have never taken a life and avoids violence at all costs. With his crazy donut obsession and buffoonish attitude in tow, Vash traverses the wasteland of the planet Gunsmoke, all the while followed by 2 insurance agents. Coming in at number 2 on the list, we have Kaiokai Senjo no Horizon. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in October of 2011, having 26 episodes, and the genres are action, science fiction, and fantasy. In this anime, in the far future, humans abandon a devastated Earth and travel to outer space. However, due to an unknown phenomenon that prevents them from traveling into space, humanity returns to Earth only to find it in a hospital except for Japan. To accommodate the entire human population, pocket dimensions are created around Japan to house the populace. In order to find a way to return to outer space, the humans began reenacting human history, according to the Holy Book Testament. But in the year 1413 of the Testament era, the nations of the pocket dimensions invade and conquer Japan, dividing the territory into feudal fiefdoms and forcing the original inhabitations of Japan to leave. And coming in at number 1 on the list, we have Tenjin Toppai Gurren Lagann. This anime has been dubbed. It premiered in April of 2007, having 27 episodes, and the genres are action, adventure, comedy, mecha, and science fiction. In this anime, Simon and Kamina were born and raised in a deep underground village. Hidden from the fabled surface, Kamina is a free-spirited loose cannon bent on making a name for herself, while Simon is a timid young boy with no real aspirations. One day, while excavating the earth, Simon stumbles upon a mysterious object that turns out to be the ignition key to an ancient artifact of war, which the duo dubs Lagann. Using their new weapon, Simon and Kamina fend off a surprise attack from the surface with the help of a Yoka Lindner, a hot-blooded redhead wielding a massive gun who wanders the world above. In the aftermath of the battle, the sky is now in plain view,